Hello everyone. Today I'm going to review the new additions to Zacks Advisor Tools coming in the Q1 2023 release. Our agenda consists of going over the enhancements to setting up alerts in Quote Monitor and Portfolio Monitor, new portfolio offerings to the Zacks equity models, the enhanced portfolio analysis tool, added enhancements and fixes to the charting tool, new data metrics added for mutual fund analysis, the enhancements to the quote monitor and table builder, and we will conclude with covering the improved user experience for planners. I will introduce each new specific enhancement and then demonstrate how to navigate to it within Advisor Tools. Starting with alerts, there are newly added portfolio alerts for Zacks recommendation and research reports. The changes in Zacks recommendation apply to equity tickers, and the new Zacks research reports apply to equity and ETF tickers. In addition to the new system alerts, we have added equity, ETF, and mutual fund alerts to Portfolio Monitor. Portfolio Alerts has new options for equity, ETF, and mutual fund alert types. These new options provide additional metrics for specific asset types and match what is currently available for watchlist alerts. To see where these enhancements are located in Advisor Tools, I will click on the Portfolio Analysis tab drop-down menu, click on Portfolio Monitor, then click on the Options drop-down menu for one of our created portfolios, and I'll select Create and Edit Alerts. There you will see the new system alerts available, as well as the new alert types available by clicking on Create Alert. Also within alerts, we've added one-day price percentage change alert metric for equity watch list. The new alert metric for one-day price percentage change can be found in the price and price change category for equity watch lists and individual alerts. For watch lists, we'll find this by clicking on the Quote Monitor tab and selecting options for one of our created watch lists. From there, we'll click on Create/Edit Watchlist Alerts, Create New Limit Alert, Browse, Price and Price Changes, Price Changes, and you will see the new metric there. Moving on to equity models, you may have heard about our added bull and economic tilt models. We rebranded the Zacks Earnings Certain Portfolio Tilts to Zacks Bull Market Tilt Portfolio, as well as added the new Zacks Economic Tilt Portfolio. As displayed in the picture, you will see that you can find those by hovering over the Research tab drop-down menu, then navigating to the Equity Model Portfolio side menu, and you can see the new portfolios there. In addition to the new equity model portfolios, we have improved the overall user experience for Portfolio Monitor. Multiple changes were made to improve overall speed and performance with loading portfolios and Portfolio Monitor views. To add to that, we've integrated equity, mutual fund, ETF, and universal table builders to work with the Portfolio Monitor platform. Users can now build tables to review model or client portfolios based on metrics most appropriate to their investment needs. To find these new features, click on the Portfolio Analysis drop-down menu to display the new table builder options. Once clicking on one of the table builders, the user can now select which table builder they would then like to display for any particular portfolio or grouping of portfolio. Then, they can modify and save the reports with different metrics or use our preset reports to generate new ideas, exactly how you could also do that within Quote Monitor with watch lists. Another major change in Portfolio Monitor/reporting is the inclusion of user-incorporated returns. User will now have the ability for a ticker and weight portfolio to import a file of monthly returns. In this photo on the left, you can see within the options section of our ticker and weight portfolio, there will be an option to add actual returns. This will pull up an Excel file for the user to enter a monthly time series of returns as shown in the photo on the right. Once the data is incorporated within Advisor Tools, it will sync up with our reporting tool to allow users to run actual return information for these portfolios. Moving on to our changes within the charting tool, our enhancements and fixes include adjusted FRED economic data to align to period end dates. The FRED economic series data is now aligned to the last day in the period for monthly, quarterly, and annual data. Prior to the change, the dates were aligned to the beginning of the period. For example, 2021 annual data was plotted at 1/1/21 and is now plotted at 12/31/21. There are also same unit types for economic series and are plotted on the same axis. This change applies to Zacks and FRED economic data series and resolves an issue with multiple different unit types being displayed on the same chart axis. For example, billions of dollars units will all appear on the same axis, and millions of dollars or a percent unit type will have their own defined axis. Also within charting, we added IntelliSense search for Zacks economic items. The economic data metric searching now includes results for Zacks economic items as well as FRED data. So when we are within the fundamental chart in Zacks Advisor Tools, we can type in FRED data such as gold to expand on our analysis. In addition to the IntelliSense search, there are added units and season adjustments data fields to economic series. FRED economic data series descriptions now include fields for units and seasonal adjustments. This data is also presented within the chart labels for each series. There is also new and improved data format options for charting. We fixed the total return as value of $1,000 performance chart option. On the left, you will see how the data format option for value of $1,000 now works when performance format is set to total return. We also added a new option to display bold series lines, as you can see on the right. This display bold series line option has been added to all charts, fundamental, performance, and technical. Within mutual fund data, there is an added main fund class data metric. Main fund class was added to metric lists for mutual fund screener, table builder, and quote monitor data tab. The values returned for this metric are true or false. Using the main fund class helps identify the fund class with the longest history. The most common use case for this item is setting criteria within mutual fund screener to narrow down the list of funds returned. Also within mutual fund data, we added current NAV to data metric list. The current NAV data metric was added to the mutual fund screener, table builder, and watch list data. The new item can be found in the price and returns category under the net asset value subcategory. On the portfolio and watch list forefront, there is a newly added export to Excel option. Selecting export to Excel for an active portfolio or watch list will export contents of the active view to Excel. With this enhancement, you can export portfolio holdings, export watch list data from the Data tab, and export alerts. For watch list, saved table builder reports can be added to the watch list Data tab. You can add save table builder reports to the watch list Data tab via the watch list options menu. In addition to saved table builder reports, there's an expanded number of metrics allowed in the Data tab. You can now add up to 25 data metrics to the watchlist Data tab. So within Quote Monitor, looking at watch lists, if I want to add a metric to the Data tab, I will click on Options, Edit Data View, and there you can also see the Add Table Builder Items option. But I will click on Add Metric to Data View, and here we can select the metric that we want. We'll click Expand, click Data, and there we will see our metrics. Within Table Builder, there is a new data metric selection tool. This new metric selection tool allows for multiple selections without leaving the dialog and indicators display selected metric items in the view. Also in Table Builder, we've consolidated menu items to a single drop-down menu. Lastly, we have made improvements to our newly developed Planners tool used for retirement planning if you have not explored it already. The new version of Planners has improved its overall user experience and reporting functions. We renamed the primary retirement chart as Projected Retirement Spending Requirements and Sources of Funds. The chart display was amended to remove tax as a segment of each year's bar. Taxes are still included to be part of the yearly spending requirement, represented as the altitude of each year's bar. Segments of each year's bar now represent only sources of funds: salary, Social Security, pension, other retirement income, and retirement shortfall. Additionally, we have made changes to the format of your income and major asset flows screens to streamline client data input. Thank you for watching today. For any questions or comments, you may refer to the new release notes posted in the manual sections from the Support tab drop-down menu of Zacks Advisor Tools, or please feel free to reach out to me or to the contact information listed on the slide. Have a great day.